I am very pleased that you clicked on this video where I am going to discuss for you the 5 elements of uploading like a pro. Stay around until the end of this video because you're going to learn the key aspects of what you need to do or what you need to pay attention onto so that your upload is going to work so well for you in 2025. Key element number 1, preparation before uploading. We all know that in everything you do in life, if you want to succeed, you have to prepare before you embark on that journey. If you just jump into anything without knowing what you want to achieve, that is like walking without plans. So you have to prepare before uploading. So as you prepare before uploading, you need to pay close attention to these things that I'm going to tell you. Under this preparation before uploading, you have to pay attention to your title and metadata optimization. How do you pay attention to your title? You have to consider the keywords that are really working within your niche. So you can use tools like TubeBuddy and Video IQ to check and verify the keywords that are going to help your video go to the next level, the keywords that are really working within your niche. So if you use these keywords, you have to use them very carefully that they must work for you. So having checked on a title and metadata preparation using these tools, you now have to go and name your file, name your video file. If you are naming your video file, considering the keywords that you found on those tools, you have to name your video file in a way that you include those keywords because it is these keywords that are going to help your video get elevated. Number 2 things that you would want to consider very importantly is the thumbnail. The thumbnail is like when you go to the video library and you're checking on the videos that you want to go and watch, you see that the cover of the video that is really very attractive to you. So when you are crafting up your thumbnail, your video thumbnail, you would want to use the bold front, the clear image, and of course the contrasting colors. One key thing that I need to tell you is something that has really been working is that you would want to put the words onto the left hand side and the images onto the right hand side. But keep in mind that you must use the clear image, you must use the bold front, you must use the contrasting colors. Number 2 things that you'd want to consider after you have prepared for the upload, you'd want to consider video upload settings. There are key settings that if you do not really put them into consideration, your video is going to fail. Number 1, resolution and format. If you are editing your video using the video editing softwares, you would want to consider putting the most up-to-date video quality. And right now, something that is really common on YouTube is 4K. But it is also very relevant to use other format like HD. But if you're really now going for things like 720, that is really getting out of hand. But of course, your video has to be in MP4. The other thing that you need to consider very well is the best compatibility, that your video must play on different screens, on different screen interfaces, on different devices. So you have to consider your resolution and format very, very important. Number 2 things here is that you have to customize your thumbnail. How do you customize your thumbnail? Your thumbnail has to be on a size of 1280 by 720 pixels under 2 MB. You don't have to upload, you don't have to set your thumbnail very big, actually more than 2 MB. That is going to be very heavy and you will not be able to upload it on YouTube. The other elements that you have to keep very properly when you're customizing your thumbnail is that the thumbnail format must be in JPG or in PNG format. Other than that, that will not be a thumbnail. You'll think you're uploading on YouTube the thumbnail, but when rather you're uploading a video. Helpful to you, please make sure you click on the subscription button, share the video with those that you think will need, like you. Drop a comment where I can improve. If you want to do exactly the thumbnail, you have to keep in mind that what I have told you are very key. Number three things that you need to do, and this is very, very important, is the SEO setting during uploads. This is something that you would not want to miss. So in the SEO setting during upload, there is description. This is something that you wouldn't want to leave, blank. And when you are describing your video, description is where you describe what is happening in your video. So you have to make sure the keywords that you selected before appear in your video. You don't want to leave this one out. If you leave this one out, you're going to confuse the algorithm and your video will not be pushed. So your description has to really be put in a way that aligns with your video. Number two thing is the tag. Guys, tags are very important. Do not be misled that tags will not help you. Tags are important. However, I have seen the big YouTubers that just post their videos without tags and it's still pushed. Mark my word, the big YouTubers, they are already big. They are no longer small. So if you're small, you need to use the tags. In my next video, I'm going to talk about how you can tag your videos like a pro. So subscribe to my content, to my channel, so that you don't miss all this that I'm going to tell you. The next thing that you would want to miss is the playlist. You have to create the playlist. We all know that the playlist has to contain the similar or the matching or the relatable videos. I mean the relatable contents within that playlist. Here you can really have varieties of content within your channel, but your playlist must have must have content that are matching to each other. You don't want to put your lifestyle, how you move around your house, then in one, you don't want to put how you move around your house every time you wake up in the morning under one playlist. Then on that same playlist, you put how to play soccer. That would be confusing, right? So your playlist must have contents that are relating. The next thing that you'd want to do very importantly is advanced setting for maximum impact. Now these settings are, as it sounds, they are advanced and you don't want to miss. So number one is monetization. Monetization is where you actually get money, and this should be the ultimate goal for everyone who intends to do, who intends to put videos on YouTube. However, I am not saying that if you don't want to get monetized, you shouldn't upload your videos on YouTube. This more or less depends on the goal, your goal of doing contents on YouTube. There are people who don't want to actually get monetized and get some revenue out of YouTube, but that is all also okay. But if you intend to get monetized and get some money on YouTube, then you must allow monetization. You must allow ads to be put on your videos. So there is a setting that you have to allow it to. You have to allow monetization to be on your video. If you do not allow it, there will be no adverts on your videos, then you will never make revenue out of your videos. But also, the tip that you would want to consider is that you do not have to allow too many adverts on your video. So there's that setting that you really need to look for and turn it on. The other thing that you need to consider very well is the end screen and cards. Now, when you are setting up your end screen must direct people to your previous video. Okay? Your end screen must direct people to your previous video or the next video. If you do not set this, the moment your video finishes to play, YouTube is going to send people to the next video, which is not your own video. But if you've allowed this, if you've set this on your video, The moment the video is going to get towards the end, you're going to see the next content, and it's going to be your video. But if you do not set it up, it's going to move to the next content. Okay, so you don't want to miss this. The other thing is that audience setting. Now, like I told you before, we have many languages, and of course, people follow what they understand. People want to watch what they understand. So, in audience setting, you want to consider your videos must have a target audience. You don't want to create videos that appeal to the children, and yet when you are uploading on YouTube, you say it is not for the children. That is confusing. So if your videos are made for children, when you go to that setting, you allow the videos to be for children. This is part of the law on YouTube, so you don't want to violate it, because if you violate it, YouTube is going to pull your content down. The other thing is that, please, if you are not doing age-sensitive content, if you, I mean, like, of course, I don't think it's appropriate. There are contents that really violates our privacy. So you have to really understand how to upload such videos. Okay, so you don't want to mess up that YouTube is going to give you, I mean, pull you down because of such violations. So you have to be careful. The other thing is that scheduling your upload. Guys, you don't just want to, for example, in my country, there are times that you don't want to upload your videos. For example, you can't upload your videos past midnight. Okay? This is when people are sleeping. If you upload your video past midnight and people wake up and they start, you know, that is not going to work. So you need to target the time that your audience are active online. For example, you can upload at 10 a.m. Now, 10 a.m., in mind that you will be targeting people who have left their jobs, who have left their daily assignments, and they're going for breakfast. And somebody has a time to get a phone and look at what has been uploaded where on YouTube. The other time that you can really need to target is during lunch hours, when people are going for lunch. People are not quite busy, so people have time to check on their phones and watch a few videos that have been uploaded. The other time is that when people are people are in taxis going home. That is from 3 up to 6. Okay. Then the next thing is, a lot of people want to turn onto their phones and watch what has been uploaded. That is from 8 p.m. going forward. But if you go beyond midnight, trust me, you're going to fail. Trust me, you're going to fail. However, if you're already a big YouTuber that has built audience, yeah, anything is possible. Okay. So the next thing that I want to discuss with you is post-upload engagement. Guys, this is another key thing. This is another very important aspect. After uploading your video, what do you need to do? Would you want to put your video there and run away? Like you uploaded your video and died? No, you have to stay around to help people. I mean, like you have to stay around to show people that you care about them, okay? Now, for example, what you can do to let people know that you care about them is by pinning a comment. Look through the comments and see which comment is really motivating, which comment is really helping people to, which comment is really helping your video to go viral. So you can pin that comment. It can be in form of a question or any other way, but you should ensure that this comment that you're going to pin is something that will help your video still be watched and seen and it's going viral. The next thing you want to do is that there might be questions onto your comment or something that you really need to to explain. You need to reply onto. You have to stay around so that when somebody asks a question, you can respond to. I have seen on very many videos, mostly people are trying to market something on YouTube. You put a product, okay? Then people are asking for your location, people are asking for the price, people are asking for maybe something that you did not include on the content, maybe how it works, and you are not available. You are not there, and people start blaming you that why do you put this video here and you can't respond to us? That means you are just a scammer. You don't know what you're doing. So please, you have to stay around to respond to those queries, to respond to those questions. And something very, very, very important here that you need to know is to clear doubts. Okay? To clear what? To clear doubts. Somebody might criticize you negatively, and that will create doubts in the minds of your audience. So you have to stay around to clear those doubts by giving positive responses. Okay? Do not go into insults. Okay? So please keep that in mind. Now, last but not least, in my video today is promoting your contents across other social media platforms. You know, there are several social media platforms you can choose to promote your videos, share the link, talk a bit about the video so that people get captivated to watch the video. When you share the link and somebody clicks the link, even if the video is on YouTube and you share it on Facebook, the person is going to be driven to YouTube, and that's how your content is going to go viral. So that is it for today, guys. If this video I can improve, and in my next video, I'm going to tell you a lot of things that are going to work for you in 2025. So thank you for being with me. Until next time, see you.